They say you should diversify. Stocks, bonds, gold, but I save 100% of my money in Bitcoin. It sounds extreme. It's actually logical, because once you understand what's going on with our monetary system, you realize that saving in Bitcoin is probably one of the smartest things that you can possibly do. So here are the 5 reasons of why I save in Bitcoin and why you should consider doing the same thing too. So we're gonna talk numbers. Bitcoin is the best performing asset in the last decade, period. It's outpaced stocks, it's outpaced gold, it's outpaced real estate. Don't believe me? Just look up the compound annual growth rate of Bitcoin compared to anything else. It's not even close. The S&P 500, America's top 500 companies, has returned around 10% annually. Compare it to Bitcoin, has averaged 100% per year since inception. That's 10x the S&P 500. Sure, past performance is not guaranteed, or future ones, but think about this. Bitcoin did this without a CEO in just 15 years. And with more and more people seeing its use case, I think the next 15 years could really be incredible. Let's start with the basics. The US dollar and every currency on the planet is designed to lose value over time. Ever since 1971, the US dollar has lost 90% of its value. Why? Because in that year, the President Nixon, decided to take the US dollar off the gold standard.
To suspend temporarily the convertibility of the dollar into gold or other reserve assets.
Before that, every dollar that you held was actually backed by physical gold. God damn it. Let's pretend that this is actually a fake dollar bill because it sort of looks like it. Back then, you weren't just holding a piece of paper like this one. You were holding a claim to something real, like this. This is physical gold. One of the reasons why having a currency backed by gold was ideal was because they couldn't print more money, because if they didn't have the gold to back it up, they couldn't print. The minute that Nixon decided to take us off the gold standard, the government could literally just keep printing more money. So the more that you print and the more dollars that are in circulation, that's inflation for you. So what do? You store value in something that they can't print, in something that's engineered to resist inflation by design. That's why I don't just hold a little bit of Bitcoin. If everything else is sinking, I'd rather be on a lifeboat.
Keep moving, Ross.
No one can take it from you. Here's something that will shock you about the money in your bank account. It's not really yours. You heard that right. Your bank owns it. They can freeze your account, block your account, block a transaction, or limit what you can access from the money that's in there. Have you ever tried withdrawing more than $25,000 cash? They'll ask you a ton of questions, what you're gonna do with that money. The real reason is they don't have it sitting there just waiting for you to use it. Even though it's your money, but somehow you're the one asking for permission. I don't know how that works. All I know is that Bitcoin flips that. When you hold Bitcoin in cold storage, it's 100% yours. That's not just convenience, that's freedom, my friend. And here's what most people forget. Gold is heavy, it's hard to move. Stocks can be frozen or even delisted. Bonds are promises. None of them actually give you true ownership. Bitcoin does. It's not just a new kind of money, it's new rules. For once, you make them. Bitcoin flips the script. There will only ever be 21 million Bitcoin. Ever. That number isn't just a goal. It's code, immutable, unchangeable. Out of those 21 million, over 19 million have already been mined. So while fiat currencies can be printed endlessly, the Bitcoin supply stays fixed because scarcity is the foundation of value. It's why we value gold, art, real estate, Bitcoin. It's more scarce than all of that because the gold supply increases every year. Stocks can be diluted, even land in some places, it gets developed and expanded. So Bitcoin is actually the first asset in the world to have a fixed supply. No printing, no dilution, no inflation. That's why I don't save in anything that can change overnight. I save in something that can't be changed at all. Reason number 5, it's a hedge against a broken system. Zoom out. Governments are drowning in debt. The banks, they're fragile. Trust in the system, that's gone. And what's the solution? Print more money, bailouts, patches on a leaking boat. Meanwhile, your savings lose value every single year. Your rent goes up, your groceries cost double, and yet you're told just keep saving in dollars. Bitcoin doesn't run on trust. It runs on truth, code, transparency. There's no Jerome Powell, no IMF, no government flipping a switch to print more money. Bitcoin is sound money. It's not controlled by anyone. And here's the wild part. We are still early. Most people think Bitcoin is a scam, and that's exactly the point. That's the opportunity. Bitcoin is how I opt out of inflation, of collapsing trust, of a system that works for the powerful and bleeds the rest of us dry. So they told me to diversify, but I looked at the system and thought, why save in something that's broken? Bitcoin isn't just about growing wealth. It's about protecting it. It's how I save my time. You don't need to buy a whole coin. You can just buy what you can. So yeah, I save in Bitcoin, and maybe after this you will too.